So Kalista, Aurora ban. If Aurora is banned, then Yone is gonna be banned as well. Obviously you ban Yone against Zeka. You must ban Yone against Zeka. Renekton banning is bin. Makes sense too. You for sure ban Yone. No way you open up Yone if you ban Aurora. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. And now the question is, are we seeing a Skarner first pick from the Peanut? Or are they Skarner gonna get removed? I feel like you should ban Jax now. Oh, they ban Skarner. If they ban Skarner on blue side, they wanna first pick Jax. This is 100% first pick Jax for Doran. Okay, with Jax ban, I think you might first pick Vi for Peanut. Peanut is great on Vi. I think this could be even a Gnar first pick. Because with all these top lane bans, I think Gnar is a really great blind pick. This is not gonna be a... Holy shit, we are starting insane! First pick Sylas? Sign me up! Let's go! Zeka! You know why? Because they probably think that Bin is gonna play Rumble. Not Rumble, I meant Gnar. I feel like if you pick Ahri, you probably wanna pick Vi. But now, Peanut could play Poppy here. Or he could just lock in Nocturne. I feel like Nocturne or Poppy are great for Peanut. We didn't see that much Poppy jungle yet, so I don't know if Peanut will end up playing that. I would love to see Poppy, but I think there's a pretty decent chance he's gonna end up picking Sejuani. And I think that Bin is gonna lock in Rumble on 3. Because if you already have Ahri Vi, then high chance you lock in Rumble. No way, guys. No way he's gonna pick Volibear. No way. No way. No way. Yeah, it's Poppy. Nice. First Poppy jungle of the tournament, I think. Do you pick Rumble top lane now? What do you pick for Giga Bin? I think you have to pick Rumble, no matter what. I think you have to ban Ezreal. Ezreal is great against... Ezreal is so good against the Hanwha comp. So I think you should remove Ezreal. Please ban Ezreal. Don't let Elk Ezreal heal, please. You must ban Ezreal. You absolutely must ban Ezreal. Either on first ban or second ban. I would still love an Ezreal ban. I feel like Ezreal is so good here against everybody. So they ban Sejuani thinking it's a Poppy flex pick. Please ban Ezreal, 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 please ban Ezreal. If they ban Ezreal, then Elk could just play Jean, and I think Jean... Oh yeah, Ashe was open as well. I mean, you kinda have to remove Ashe. Ashe is a really powerful champion. But I feel like Ezreal for Elk... Can the players hear the crowd? If the crowd is very loud, yes. You do have white noise in your headset when you play on stage, so it's not terrible, but it's still complicated. I think PLG is trying to steal away the rel. And now Peanut has the choice of... Yeah, I mean, I think Viper should instantly lock in Ezreal. I'm surprised they haven't picked Ezreal on 4, because I thought Ezreal would have been a great champion there. I mean, I think the reason why you go Alistar, because there's no other champions. You could go Rakan, but I think Rakan is a bit worse than Alistar this game, because you are not really going in that deep, and Alistar is a bit better at peeling. And now I think the only answer is really Jean, no? Oh, Misfortune! Oh, I love that! Oh, I love last pick Misfortune here. I actually love it. Really good Misfortune pick. I haven't thought about this champion, but it was a great Misfortune angle. I think who won't draft this game? I think that Hanwha needs to make this game a very 5v5 focused game, because BLG has great team fights, but they also have great peak potential with Rel, Ahri, Vi. I think that Hanwha needs to get ahead early. I think Hanwha has a harder game. I think this Poppy needs to find kills, and this Poppy needs to make the game about her. If the Poppy does not find kills, if the Poppy is not ahead, it will be a really hard game, because I think Bilibili draft is so teamfight focused, and they have so many tools, and you know the tools are quite point and click, right? Because you press Vi ult, you fly in, you hit the charm, you hit Rumble ult, you hit the MF ult, Rel ult on top of it. But if Peanut plays well, and plays well around his W, ult and E, I think Peanut can make the difference. Let's see what happens.
HLE on the coveted blue side, so it does feel like they're the ones that really do have to draw first blood.
Wait, Ben has to flash. Ben has to flash.
Zeka already
what?
Onto this Rumble, not quite getting the stun, the heroic charge not quite working, and down to 100, but he'll walk out.
But what happened to Poppy either? That was a bug, no?
Wait, they might keep going here. All right, Zeka's just gonna dive underneath.
Oh my god, the light takes the kill. And they're both dead now.
Oh god, the flash! They just trade places and he keeps walking!
What is going on already from level 1? Silas missed an E! How do you... I mean, okay, Zeka was looking for a prediction, but Ben didn't flash. Yo, it's Knight getting a kill and the Light getting a kill. I don't think it's worth it. And now, by the way, look, Nar is going top lane, but Ben is going bot lane. Doran will have to TP top now. It's doomed. It's so doomed. Bro, Doran needs to TP bot ASAP. Wow, Hanwha really lost level 1. Hanwha actually really lost level 1, even though it was supposed to be a win. And you know, Peanut started E, and if you start D as Poppy, you are so slow in the jungle. Like, normally Poppy is so much faster, but he is actually slower. As you can see, Knight is not handsy to use his Q or E. He's playing it rather slow, and he's making sure that he gets the Chang, right? Oh, Doran. Zun is not here, so there is no dive, but Ben pushes the wave deep and can base. The grabbies are about to be up, so I'm very curious if Ben is gonna open top lane. He has TP in the end. Rumble could go top here and try to get these grabs and secure the grabs for his team. Peanut currently matching Zun. Yes, you see? Look at Ben, guys. Look at Ben. Ben is actually going to grabs. And Doran has no TP, and Doran has to push bot lane. I think if Peanut can sneak one grab before Ben is here, that's the best outcome for Hanwha. He can't. That's gonna be 3 grabbies for BLG. That's actually gonna be 3. Wait! Okay, they see Ben now. Ben is gonna TP bot soon. And now Ben is TPing bot lane when he knows that the grabbies are secured 100%, which is really, really nice, right? So Ben dropped 1 wave and 1 plate to secure 3 grabs for his team. I think that was very well played. But why Ben didn't have ult anyway? Because Doran has no TP and you are still 5v4. You will win the fight 5v4, so having more numbers is what you need. League of Legends is not always about being strong, it's about having more people. So, for example, Nar was bot lane, but Rumble was top lane. You cannot take the fight. It's just math. 5 is bigger than 4, exactly. Even if Rumble has no ult, he has Q, EW, and he has extra 1000 HP you have to go through in a team fight. This is not possible that early in the game. I mean, 5v4 is always... Wait! Okay, that's it? The Light with the flash in on the on just got turned off. That is massive because Zeka having that kill early game. It's the meta for Zeka, I feel like. All the champs that Zeka plays are really good now at these worlds. Peanut? Zeka basing will TP in. This position is not great, I think, for BLG. Actually, okay, this is really good because they have a pink ward above them and there is no way of TP flank. Look at Peanut. That's gonna be 4 grabbies. They cannot turn on the Light. The Light is level 6. There is a TP from Knight. It's gonna be a 5-5 on grabbies. That's gonna be 1 grab for Peanut. Oh my god, on engage got cancelled and Ezreal is out. I think this fight should be really insane. This fight is so good for Hanwha. Peanut misses the ult absolutely, but June is dead. And the ult didn't come from Elk. Look at Hanwha. Sure, Icer has no flash, but it does not matter. Now ult comes from Ben, but it's way too late. Knight has no flash as well. Elk is dead already. Knight is gonna fall the next. Woo! Insane team fighting from Hanwha. Really insane team fighting. Holy shit, that team fight was absolutely insane. Did you see the Light? The Light cancelled on engage, and at the same time Ezreal used E out of June ult. So June tries to engage on a different target than on, and both Ezreal and the Light get out. So look, on, boom, the Light knocks up on when he's trying to engage, and look at the hands. Damn. Both Viper and the Light completely smurfed this fight. Peanut honestly as well going on Ari there, pilling for his AD carry. That was so well played. Not the hands, I meant the Light. Wow, that was insane. I mean, that was just insane. And my friends, Silas having 3 kills so early in the game. Zun has ult. Okay. Okay, I mean, he's just... Oh no, Ben! That was such a bad Rumble play. Guys, Rumble should always Electro Harpoon before ulting. you always ult on top of the flash and you always Electro Harpoon slow before he flashes. That was actually a mechanical misplay by Ben. BLG is pressuring bot tower. And Hanwha is using first Herald here to make sure, I suppose, that they can secure the first tower. I think they are really hard committing to get that tower. And unfortunately, they were not able to get the first tower. Wait.
Yeah, I think the way that they...
Okay, so it does seem like Doran is gonna crash the... Wait, they're tipping on Doran now. Doran has no flash, guys. Peanut ult is so important. Ulting on away. I don't know if Knight can really follow that. I don't think he can. I don't think Zika had to TP. The Peanut ult was perfect. If on somehow flashes over that ultimate. Game quite slow. Makes sense from an LCK team, right? Yesterday we had 2 LPL teams, so the games were a little bit quicker. Now we'll have a little bit slower games. Having BLG play against Hanwha. Doran is again going topside because he has TP. So look at this adaptation from Hanwha. They know that Zeka will not be able to TP for Drake and they probably want to fight this Drake. So then they send Doran top lane because Doran has TP and Zeka does not. So Zeka will be closer to the Drake. Seems like BLG is committing to trade towers because they believe that they probably scale better in this game. So they don't want to fight that many early game fights. They instead want to get gold on their carries and then they can actually take fights. Especially the Ahri will need Landris before she can really put the damage to the front line from Hanwha. So I actually like the adaptation from BLG here. Or Elk. Wait, the rotation is happening, but Doran has a TP and Doran has a really good TP ward. I think this could be a crazy fight for Hanwha. Look at Doran, look at Doran, look at Doran, look at that TP ward behind the blue buff. This ward behind the blue buff is just so insane. It's actually... oh my god, they are flashing on Peanut, but wait, I don't know if that's the correct target. Look at Doran, look at Doran, look at Doran, look at Doran. Knight is not gonna really be able to join this fight easily. Okay, on flashing out. Okay. I mean, overall pretty well played, I suppose, by BLG, pulling the trigger very early, not letting Doran TP. Going on the Poppy dies. You get 1 kill, and you also burn TP from Doran, and the TP from Doran is massive, because look at top wave, guys. Doran was not able to fully push out top lane, which means that all that minions now are getting pushed to BLG, so Hanwha is losing all those waves, all of them. And now BLG has all the tempo in the world. Hanwha still needs to base. BLG actually haven't based, but they are already rotating to top side. Sure, they will get the Drake. Really, really well played. That segment of 2 minutes was really well played from BLG. Really, really well played.
Especially for a player like Nice, there is so much pressure on
Zeka, or rather the whole team of Hanwha, they need to be a bit more grouped. They need to have Viper with the Poppy. The Poppy cannot be caught alone like that. It wasn't necessarily all about the Poppy being in a bad position. More like Hanwha was still playing for waves because BLG had priorities. And you had a great flying from the Gnar, but I mean he was just not in time with the TP. And that is looking like a really good position for Hanwha. Full control here. They need to care a little bit on the bot side. Where is Knight gonna TP? Knight is TPing on the mid wave, so Knight is looking for a flank, but I'm not sure if it's not gonna be too late. Look at Peanut, look at Peanut and on, look at Peanut and on, look at Peanut and on, look at Peanut and on. Can we get a Poppy ult? Can we get a Poppy ult? Can we get a Poppy ult? So far no one is pulling the trigger, and now this going on. Oh my god, Jun is ulted away by Poppy, and that's it, that's just a free Drake. The positioning from Hanwha on these Drakes is insane. Really, they don't make mistakes. They make sure that everybody is together. Viper not even using cleanse on Ahri, knowing that he's in no danger whatsoever. Look at how Hanwha positions in this fight. And how they always mark all the flanks. There is just no way of BLG getting on their backline without being noticed. And Viper is in there. Misfortune is gonna lifesteal everything, so she doesn't care too much. That looks like Hanwha is about to start Nash. That looks like Hanwha is feeling confident in their... Knight is caught! Knight is dead! And now Jun is gonna get chunked. And that's a Nash, my friends. Knight, no TP. Nothing to be done. Jun is gonna look for the steal. Oh, Yunus, wait. Poppy gets ulted. And right now, Doran is under pressure. This is actually not so clean. Okay, I do think they'll be finished too. They will be able, yes, they are able to finish this. But Alistar is gonna die for it. Question is, can they kill more people? On is flashing in. Okay, I mean, On is gonna die here, but that's worth it if they can. You get more kills. Peanut with the insane ultimate, and now they collapse on Elken. Elken is the one under pressure. I think Elken maybe possibly leave. Zeka is gonna flash out here. Holy shit, Peanut on that Poppy is insane. Hidden ults are so clean.
It's a phenomenal pick from Hanwha.
Damn, Peanut.
But BLG thought they saw the window of opportunity to come back. But
Really great Poppy ults, amazing from an amazing performance.
Bring it back.
And just Peanut. That's this entire sequence to me. It's just Peanut. He starts the Baron a little bit. Knight then wants to check.
Look at Knight, gets caught there. Peanut instantly flashes in. And look, there was a blue orb in the pit. They were checking. They used Blue Eye, but it was too late. Poppy already pulled the trigger. And now this does not look that bad. I really like how Zun ults Poppy to cancel her ult and then flashes away. You have really good misfortune ult. Unfortunately, Doran is too tanky, can't finish off the kill. And then On keeps chasing, which in my opinion is a pretty good chase, but Elk is just not in time to really follow up with any damage. And then that Peanut ult is just insane.
Peanut's ultimates have been absolutely spectacular.
Wow. Oh, G2 shirt. Oh my god, the guy has a G2 shirt. 07. Big 07.
That wave pretty easily. 1/3 of the mid-turret.
Wait. Peanut gets ulted, but I think they should have the damage to one-shot him here. The question is... oh my god, Zeka is going in. There is a Dragon 1 minute. This... holy shit, the Raiden Viper carrying this fight through the roof. The ult was completely insane. Oh, Zun is gonna die here. I don't think Knight is gonna die. Bin is also able to get out. Oh my god, the light! That cancel! Alistar flashing in, Viper ing in, Viper level 16, Ezreal ult hits 4 people I believe there. What a cinema game! This is not a European Alistar, and this is definitely not a European Ezreal. This is not how it works in Europe, guys. In Europe, Poppy gets caught and you don't fight because you are scared. But Ezreal, Alistar carrying this fight so hard. They use a lot of stab on the Vi. Zeka goes in, and now look at Viper. Viper literally ulting 4 people, and then Alistar comboing 3 of them. Oh. Insane, absolutely insane.
BLG, and there's just nothing left in the tank as Hanwha tear them to shreds.
And you can see there are certainly some faces.
Look at that! Look at Wei! Look at Wei was so sad sitting there.
Zeka on a flank angle now, clearing up vision. RBLG, they are in the
On. I mean, the Drake is already done, and I don't think you win the fight against Ocean Soul right now. This could be game over, guys. Kelly's under pressure. Zeka goes out, Doran goes in. Now Elk is definitely gonna die, and June is already dead. Knight is gonna be the next one to fall. Bin will be the last one, but he will die too. I don't think Bin can really take Doran with him. He does actually. But that's an ace, guys. And that's an Ocean Soul and an ace.
In the draft. So even now going into game 2, you're not getting free information necessarily if that flex is going to come through. But now Baron back up on the table once again. And BLG looking to try and
are you gonna face check? Oh, that's an engage. I'm not great engage from the light. Knight is already dead. Jun probably still has flash. Maybe he can get out. Okay, Misfortune is healing them. And then Dora has a static, so he's never gonna die. Zeka is gonna follow up with the Rumble ult that he stole, and that's it, guys. I think that's gonna be a clean ace. Nope, 1 for 5. 1 for Nexus. Ezreal absolute turbo pick in this game. I think Zeka played amazingly. I think D-Light played amazingly. I think Peanut ults were crucial to win this one. Damn. That was clean, guys. That was clean. Genius, guys. Just ban all the champs they won with. Ban Silas, ban Poppy, and now just ban Naro or Ezreal. Let's see if the Yone is gonna get removed. Does Knight play Yone? Do they need to ban Yone? Oh. Guys, Yone is open. Now BLG has to decide if they wanna trade or if they wanna ban Yone and first pick Skarner. Because I think BLG is looking for a scanner first pick. But if Hanwha gets Yone on red side, you can pair Yone with a Sejuani and then you can play against Skarner easily. What do you ban as Hanwha? Do you ban Skarner? I think you trade Skarner Yone, so you probably don't ban Skarner. What can you ban then? You ban something for top or AD carry, no? You could also, I mean, you don't really want to ban a jungler.
A lot of respect for Doran, and I think they also don't want to be pinched in a situation where
Okay.
Doran gets left up and they give Jax over. But this is the gauntlet thrown down, and it also makes me think, like, what is...
Okay, so they first pick Yone.
So they're getting Skarner.
I think that BLG could top the Yone off with a Ziggs.
Yeah, maybe, but
I think you need to pick Skarner away. I think if you don't pick Skarner away, you are getting outdrafted, no? I feel like Hanwha needs to pick Skarner now. Absolutely need to pick Skarner. Sejuani, Rumble, Yone, that's very scary draft for sure. Why would BLG want Hanwha to pick Skarner? I mean, no, Hanwha must be... Bro, give it to me, Zeka Akali, please. Zeka Akali. Zeka Akali, come on. No. Yes! No. Ari is a better champion, guys. Ari is just a better champion. I mean, Ari is great, but Akali would be so much better. And Ash is already banned. I still think that Ezreal is quite high priority for both teams. So I would also like to see Ezreal banned from one of them. I think Ezreal is actually kind of under the radar. He's very strong, but teams don't prioritize it. Yeah, so we do have a Kalista ban from BLG, which makes sense. And now I want to see Ezreal ban. Honestly, I want Ezreal ban from Hanwha if they are last picking AD carry, and if they are not last picking AD carry, I want a Kai'Sa ban. I would love to see a Kai'Sa ban here from Hanwha and pick Ezreal themselves. That makes blind picking harder, because if you ban Rel, there is not many blind pickable supports. Yeah, sure, you can go Alistar, you can go Naut, but these champs are a bit easier to counter. I do think that what BLG could look for is just Leona. Yeah, nice Ezreal ban as well. I think this potentially leaves Leona open for BLG, but remember that Ziggs is still open, so there could be a Ziggs game, and there could also be a Zyra Khan. I don't know how good is Zyra Khan in this game though. Oh wow, they picked the Kai'Sa away. I think this is a Zyra Khan, no? It must be Zyra Khan, absolutely. So what do you pick here? I think you pick Nautilus, no? I think you must pick Nautilus here, because what else do you pick? And the reason why BLG did not pick Leona is because if BLG picks Leona, then Hanwha is actually gonna get the Rakan, and I think Rakan is kind of good for both teams. So I really like the Zyra Rakan adaptation, and you pick both of them. I think this game, I like Billy team fighting more, but I do think Skarner could be the change maker, because Skarner is so good. That looks like HLE is looking for a lane swap because they are all going top lane, and now Zyra Khan are actually going bot lane, so Hanwha will get the lane swap off. Camera, oh yo 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 yo. You know why the TP happens? Because that Bin knows he cannot get dived because he can see Alistar, and he also knows that Peanut is only level 2 and has QW. So honestly, this is insane by Bin. This was such a good TP. I love this TP. I really love this TP. Oh, BLG will also not be able to dive. I don't think. Wait, they will try. I think they are trying to dive Bin. Peanut has 3 now. Bin flashing away. Remember that Doran right now is wasting a lot of time and not getting anything. Meanwhile, Bin is getting all that experience. Swap looks really good for BLG, even though Hanwha initiated it. I think that's a mistake by Hanwha. I think that they should just TP bot earlier. I don't think you can dive a Mega Nar when there is Alistar around. So the Doran will be safe here, but Doran still lost a lot of minions. Like, Bin is so much happier out of it. Bin should be ahead in XP from this swap. Bin has no flash, this is why you see Peanut being a rat and trying to sneak in here. But it's not an easy gank to you know, it's really not an easy gank. If Jun is gonna be here in time, that could be a disaster, guys. Look at the Elk. Jun is coming, Jun is coming. Doran. And that's it. Bin is out. Bin is actually out. Too tanky. Well played by Bin. Baiting them in. Knowing he's way too tanky, knowing he's not gonna die. Giga Bin gameplay. I mean, the wave was quite large and he didn't get eaten into the wall by Skarner. And then, you know, he turned onto Doran. Doran no Mega. Ooh, Elk. That passive proc would be big on Viper. It would be extra 200 damage. Doran Z. Doran just got outplayed by Ben. Bro, Zun got the kill? Bin. Wow. Okay, I really don't like Hanwha playing for Doran. I think Doran is worse than Bin. I think you should play for Viper and Zeka.
I think they might go for the replay dive.
Oh, the equalizer goes down. Doran gets flashed on as well. There's the permafrost, and he's just dead again. This whole wave also destroyed. And
Oh my God, no.
That ward spotting out Peanut was crucial there. The control ward sees him, and immediately BLG were like, we could go for the Void Grubs, or we could just take Doran out of this game entirely.
No, Hanwha, you have to win. I'm supporting you. It's 2k gold in 6 minutes. It's like the biggest stomp we had.
BLG can play this out.
Wait, Elk is inting, Elk is inting, Elk is inting, Elk is inting. Flash in the light. Oh my God, the light messed up. Wait, Knight is here. Wait, Knight is tagging the pit though. Oh, nice high step. Jun was not here, right? He's doing the grabs, but they don't know that. That's why they didn't comment fully, probably.
I think it's so hard to contest this.
I don't know how do you contest this as Hanwha. I feel like you are basically weaker on everybody. Everyone is 6 in this situation, and if Bin TPs, you are just doomed. If Doran can keep Bin bot, sure, but I think wait, okay, they're actually looking on Ornn. Wait, this is really bad. Jun ulted Peanut, and right now Peanut has no ult. And look at, oh my God, it's a wombo combo. Sure, yeah, Peanut gets 3 people. That just makes no difference whatsoever. And Peanut is gonna die, and the Light, I think, will be the only one getting out alive with his flash. As soon as Peanut uses E like this and the E is peeled away from, it's disaster. And Doran TPs. Doran is not even getting bot plates. Doran is not even playing for himself. Doran is TPing to try to help, but the fight is completely lost. There is local available from Zun.
He was always going to be stronger. They wash HLE out of this fight.
And they thought that maybe they had a chance.
Don't worry, guys. It's the blue side power. It's the power of the blue side. Blue side just wins, okay? That's just how it works. Don't worry, next game we have them. I don't actually understand this move. I think if Peanut flashes on, it could maybe end well. I actually think it could maybe end well. Doran should be able to work it out. He has flash available. Zeka is looking for Knight, but there's no way Knight is gonna die ever. 3,000 gold now and 6 grabs. Wow. And Doran base now, and BLG is looking for a dive. BLG is actually looking for a dive. It's 4v3. I don't think they can do that. Okay, 1 hit is almost 1 plate with 6 grabs. They actually got a plate almost. It's like 10 HP or so. The item slash gold lead is so big. I wanna see Peanut go top lane and try to play for the top tower. No, the Light, please, no. No, they lose this. They always lose this. Why do you go? Why are you trying to force this fight? Why don't you go top and try to get top tower at least?
I feel like Yone was the difference in that fight because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that was Yone. Yeah, I mean, okay, Yone one-shot him, but honestly, if it's Orianna and can ball on it, she also get one-shot.
To keep Knight safe.
Wait, didn't they see him? Oh, they see him now. There's 4 people here from Hanwha, but they can't get anything. And look at Jun. Jun is instantly reacting and going top lane to dive Doran. Doran will have to leave this tower. There is 6 grabbies, right? So if you hit this tower as 2, it's gonna snowball so quickly. And you didn't actually get anything. I mean, right now, the game state is so shit that it's really hard for Hanwha to make a play that is not losing.
But they've controlled every objective. And as I say that,
Peanut
is going to come out. Yeah, that is going to be just
okay.
A late call to keep Peanut in his tracks, and they're not able to do anything. Of course, getting the Feather Storm a
now,
big deal if there is going to be a potential.
Well, there's no ult on Xayah.
Whether there's going to be any of those.
But I think this tempered play is coming a lot through Shun. Question marks why he was brought back into the
Bin now in trouble. Oh, Bin in big trouble. Bin is gonna die here. But it's a 1-for-1 and Doran Bin flashes! No way! No way! Bro, the top gap is so big! Why is Doran flashing so late? Just flash out earlier, at least you trade flashes. Now Zeka is dead as well. And that's probably a tier 2 tower top lane. Yeah, sure, Elk has no ult here, so he has to respect. Okay, the Light going in. I think Elk is gonna die. I actually don't think he can run away from this. Viper still has flash. So that's actually good play from Hanwha. They did use everything, yes, but they did get a kill. Viper is gonna run it down mid now. Viper is running it down mid and typing in all chat, top gap.
It's not even a positive play. They lost 3 people when all is said is done.
Yeah, double masks.
My god, it's 6.5k, almost 7. And most of it is on Knight and Bin.
Perfectly honest, he is so far behind.
I wonder if Hanwha is gonna end up banning Rumble next game. After Ben just did this to them. Juno also quite a clean Sejuani performance. I mean, the whole BLG team is playing well. Elk is on Inter because he died once. Wait, the light? The light? Ooh, the decent equalizer zoning Doran and Zeka here. The light is gonna die, but look, Doran.
The fight might just be over. The Naran only won, even though he was surrounded. And it's Knight that collects another kill, 5-0-1 on this Yone.
What are you supposed to do as Hanwha? The objective isn't even up, and your entire bottom side jungle is just...
Hanwha is really forcing fights hard when they are so behind.
Really coming alive with this style of composition.
I don't know if this is something that they usually do when they play in LCK. I didn't feel like it. Maybe that's because they get ahead often. But I feel like they are really, I mean, okay, maybe it's difficult because you are 8,000 gold behind, so every play is a bad play. Oh, I like this. Actually, Doran has TP, and they kind of caught enemy in their own jungle. Viper now with the flank has no flash, but oh my god, Elk is dead. Viper is gonna fall as well. Look at Knight. Can they catch Knight? If they can kill Knight, they can actually win this fight. Jun is going in to buy time. Wait, they locked down Knight. Knight is dead. This could be it. This could be what they were looking for. Bin is stunned as well. They are looking for him. I think Zun is out of the fight, but Bin will definitely die. And that's a Drake. And that Drake is gonna give like what, 800 gold because of the bounty? No way Jun is gonna steal it. No way.
Find the perfect fight with seconds remaining
Okay.
some of these ultimates.
That's 500 extra gold for the Drake. I mean, I still think this game is in absolute terrible state, but Viper with the flank, Zeka with the flank. You know what's important here is look at Yone, okay? Look at Yone. All your eyes should be on Yone. AD carry trade 1-for-1, but look at Yone. Yone thinks he's safe because he has that overpowered EQ, but then a really great Q by Delight into the stun from Peanut and Charm and Doran ult. Oof. Really well played. As soon as Knight dies, that's like -10. Wait.
Okay, we're just gonna do a Baron. I guess that whole fight from before is just not even real. And now with a purple buff on the 5 members of BLG, they should be able to just completely reclaim entire control of the game. And of course,
well, that sucks.
It's one Infernal Drake.
Well, that fucking sucks. I don't know what to say about that. Enemy team is kind of fed. They just did not. I mean, now they will siege them hard. Because they can really hit towers with the champs. Oh wait, Knight actually. Viper is ulting in and blocking the thingy. Peanut gets the ult off. And that's a kill. Ari got a... Wait, Ari TP'd as well. Wait. Zeka. Zun and Bin used ults. I think if On was dead in time, Zeka was dead. It's a bit of a fiesta, but I like how Hanwha is still... You can still that... Some of their plays when they were trying to make a comeback didn't work out, but right now it seems like they are, you know, trying to really keep their heads cool and trying to still look for those plays. They know if they look enemy team, if they let enemy team just siege them, they will not win. So they're really looking. Viper having 2.5 items is quite nice because he can land these W's to... The light from Elk, but no one was there to follow. That being said, Elk does... Okay, Elk flashes out. I don't think Viper can really look for him. Viper is trying to, but I don't think he can. On is actually gonna die. It's 1-for-1 so far. It's support for top laner. But Bin is very healthy. Bro, these grabbies are so annoying. You can't even look for charms because the grabbies are there tanking them. I do have to say, the way the Light plays Alistar is like the best Alistar I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, like his Q flashes are like so good, so like unexpected, you know? Like he really catches people well with it. The Light is really playing a very, very nice Alistar. Insane mechanics on Alistar. Bro, like how crazy is that? Did you see ever European support do this? It's crazy.
No one can actually get through to Viper or Zeka this entire fight.
Right now with Viper, I mean the thing is Elk style cleanse. Wait, and Hanwha is actually grouping for this Drake that is up in 15 seconds, but they are still quite behind. And look at top wave, by the way. Knight could TP top. Knight could TP top, guys. He's choosing not to. He's getting a flank on the Drake instead.
Someone needs to mark him. It looks like Bin's going to be that call.
Knight level 15 already. This could be a really good wombo combo for BLG. Look, Bin has a perfect position. Zeka is looking for a flank, but I don't think he can. The Light this time, no flash. On is getting chanked, but that's... Oh my god, Doran is caught. Doran is caught. Doran is already half HP. Who is gonna get the smite? Jun misses the ult, but gets the smite with Elk together. And now Hanwha is the one chasing, but I don't think they can really. And on finds Zeka, and Zeka is instantly one-shot. That will be the game. Now they will get all around down. Viper can't really make the difference in this fight. Wait. Jun, actually. Jun is on pressure. Viper ults into Jun, and Viper gets the kill. But they are getting run down everywhere. Peanut is gonna die as well. Knight with full HP. The TP mid comes from Bin. Knight is gonna TP mid as well. Knight is gonna die, and I mean Viper's gonna die, and that's the G, guys.
Is the TP mid though? Knight and Bin are looking to end the game.
And all gets the kill.
Done with the shenanigans indeed, and BLG, they'll be taking down these Nexus turrets. Actually, we're trying to make these fights close, but in the end,
I mean that definitely was
and BLG will bring us to an even series and a best of 3 for the semi-final.
Okay, first of all, massive draft gap. Really massive draft gap, okay? Second of all, look at this situation. Peanut is here to gank Bin, but the wave is bouncing, so you actually don't need to gank Bin. Peanut hasn't based yet, or haven't based yet. So if he would base, he would get way more items, and this kill is more doable. But because Bin is full HP and it's a Rumble and he has the W, he's really tanky. Look, they hit every ability. Peanut is even out-attacking him with his Q, but there's just not enough damage. And because Doran has only a Ruby Crystal, he gets pressured by Bin and he has to run away. Yeah, sure, he's not gonna die. It's just they don't have damage to kill Bin, and now there's no cooldowns. Peanut flashes away, which I'm not convinced about. I don't think he had to flash here. I think it would be enough for him to just back off, as Ben can do damage to him. But now this is not too bad, right? The wave is still pushing to Doran. Doran can catch it. Ben is chanked. It's not that bad. The problem is, you know that Sejuani is topside, and you actually have a pretty good vision on the Sejuani herself. So why do you decide to all in the Rumble? I feel like the Light, nice combo, but look at Sejuani. Sejuani is now going top lane, and wait, doesn't Doran see him? Guys, there is a ward here. Guys, there's a ward. Doran sees him. What? No, but I can't! I can't! How can you play top lane and die to a gang like this? And you know what's the best? If top laners die to a gang like this, you say jungle gap. You actually say jungle gap. My top laner is blind, and the best thing is they would just blame jungle. It's a jungle gap, guys, because you are not looking at the minimap. He flashes in, he is in, and he misses the W. When the wave is pushing to him and he's completely fine. You know Doran actually lost this game alone, right? He actually legit lost this game alone. He 1v9 lost the game. He took his whole team and just dumpstered it. He actually just dumpstered his own teammates. 1v9 for enemy team. So Vice Skarner, a lot of bans, a lot of jungle bans here. Ezreal ban over, I think last time did they ban something else? I think they banned Jax. And Doran is gonna first pick the Jax. Ooh, insta Sylas Logan. Sylas is 7-0 in pro. And they already have Ash plus Sylas in their team. Why not swap for to Twitch? Because my stream is faster. It's OP. Ari 11-12. I don't know, man. I feel like BLG kinda cooked. I just want to know what is... Like, imagine now Bin picks Poppy here. Does Bin play Poppy? I feel like Poppy would go hard here. Poppy against this. I feel like Dora, maybe Nocturne for Peanut. Yeah, Nocturne for Peanut for sure. And now you probably pick, I mean, you could pick Poppy, you could pick Sejuani. Why Ari again? I mean, this teams have really high priority on Ari. So something that Doran didn't have the best game with, but now we are gonna say in Ben's hands. Remember that every champion that Hanwha picks, they need to now think if the ult is powerful for Sylas or not. That is the advantage Sylas gives you when you pick it early. The disadvantage of that is that you can prepare and try to pick the least useful ults possible for the champion. He does already get Jax and Ahri ults and even Nocturne, which are not bad. But I think you should maybe ban... I mean, okay, Hanwha for sure cannot pick Alistar. Because Alistar ult on Sylas is one of the stronger ones. So, Sejuani ban makes sense. What other jungler could be good for BLG here? I don't like Poppy. Twitch ban! They actually banned the rat. He was hiding! They actually banned Twitch. What can you really play into Ashe? You can play Jean, I guess. And Jean has pretty bad ult. So yeah, you could just pick Jean now. I feel like Jean is something that you could look forward to. They do have the Freljord combi, yep. Rel Zeri! Ooh, we didn't see Zeri in so long. Wukong, oh my god, I have forgotten about the champion, it's so big here. Wukong is so great here, guys. The only problem with Wukong is that you have a bad early game and a very slow one, but Nocturne also has a very slow early game. I love this from BLG though. I actually love BLG draft. I think BLG draft is so insane. I think BLG team fighting is crazy. And you know, Sylas actually has a pretty good ult because Zeri ult is really good on Sylas. Zeri ult is insane on Sylas. Insane. Now read Sylas ult.
I like that Roger Federer guy. He was pretty
Old account.
Okay, Knight is going to find Delight.
That's really bad for Hanwha. So the reason why BLG is doing this invade is because BLG wants to force the correct lanes. Jax is great in a lane swap, Nar is much weaker, and Ashe is so much stronger. But look, BLG is gonna predict them, guys. BLG is gonna match, BLG is gonna fight. Wait, but they're all face checking. Can you just fight? Well, I felt like they could look for a one-shot. Okay, so Doran is fine. I mean, at this point, you just send Wukong top lane, or bot lane top lane. You match at this point, you really match. Doran will have to TP bot unless he starts running now. Are we the lab rats? Yes, you are my lab rats. Why are the streamers so reluctant to restart the streams? Because you lose viewers. And I don't have that many, so I better keep them. Ashe and Rakan matching there, Viper no flash, trading with On, or On rather trading, right? On forcing the trade. And this is very important because as much as Zeri can be good in teamfight, Zeri is a terrible champion to lane with. And Ashe is the strongest laner in the game right now. So it's not fun, guys. It's not fun. At least Zeka is winning. At least Zeka is winning this matchup right now, mid lane. Knight is under pressure. Doran is also should be like quite fine in this matchup. The wave is pushing towards Hanwha live right now, and the light is flanking. Peanut is walking up. They will look for Elk. They will look for Elk. The On is the one stunned, but this is gonna be a 3v3. And wait, June flashed in, but didn't go in. That was the weirdest flash from the monkey ever. Viper still no flash. Peanut is out. June, by the way, remember June no flash because I think he misplayed. That was. Do you see that Wukong flash? It was so weird. I mean, right now the CS lead that Elk had is actually growing thinner and thinner by the minute. And sure that BLG secured Ocean, which is nice. My friend Rel is much stronger support on lane, but we have an all-in and Zeka is here. Zeka is here and Zeka will be able to get 2 kills here. That's it. And Viper gets 1. Insane roam. Nocturne, Ahri, the cavalry running into the top lane, punishing El, punishing On. I mean, look at the Nocturne and Ahri collapsing on the minimap. This looks like such a bad fight that Hanwha took, right? And this is what BLG think too, and that's why they get debated so deep and played insanely well from Hanwha, getting all these beautiful ults. Peanut! Wait, there was a snake eating a peanut or something? I think the coach is not happy, guys. I think he was complaining there. Knight might be able to get his proto belt base, and also I think Wukong is gonna... Chat, English or Spanish?
start to figure out how they want to get onto the map, and a lot of that is going to be Bin rotating up to the top side. Being in a
Be honest now, how many of you moved? Because whoever moved is Gage.
Exactly.
I was for sure not the first one to move. Okay, chat, don't... I mean, okay, you know what? You can be proud that you moved, but... BLG is approaching the top tower as if it's theirs. But they are already basing to defend tier 2 bot. So the reason why BLG needs to base as soon as possible is because enemy team has Herald. So yes, you were one wave ahead of enemy team. But because of the Herald actually makes the tempo better for Hanwha, because you can actually use the Herald to get tower quicker. And that... Oh... Wait, the light? Wait! But Zeka crashes the tower instantly, and they are still actually going on the Wukong. Wukong is flashing out, but I think he will be dead. No! On is going in! And now Viper is going in, but I don't know if Viper has enough damage yet. They are all going on Knight, and Knight dies, and he gets one reset, and he flashes out. Then now Doran will be able to finish this guy off, and Viper flashes out, and Bin flashes in! And Elk now arrives, and he's late. He's late to the party, but he's still in time.
with this. You can see the second setup for the Rift Tower.
I mean, if this arrow does not connect, I don't think this is gonna work out so well. But they one-shot Rel before Rel can press any buttons. If the light, my goat, can use his buttons there, they will win this fight. But Rel died without using any buttons. And if Zeri joins a fight like that, it's instantly won for the Zeri team. But only if Zeri has items. Zeri is no items. Zeri is so weak. Look, when Zeri is queuing the Nar is literally laughing at her face, making fun of her. And that is huge for BLG, because they just want a team fight, and I do think they scale better. And I do think that BLG team fighting is gonna get easier, not harder. And look at Wade right here. He's wait, his face expression didn't change. Is he even there? Is he still alive? Did anybody check on him? He actually looked like XD though, no? Didn't he? Look at the XD emote. I feel like it looked like him. The XD emote. Oh my god, no. Wait, but then they have the damage to kill him. And I think he will be out here. Yeah. Not enough damage. And it's a 5v5 mid lane. NA was always right. NA were the first ones to do the NA ARAM. But NA did never push sideways. Bin is like 50 CS ahead of Doran. 2k ahead. Bro, top gap again. The light has flashed. Look at the light, guys. Look at the light. He's eyeballing. Look at the light, guys. Look at the light. Look at the light. Look at the light. Arrow hits. Look at the light. Look at the light. And the light finds 3 people, but there's not enough. Not really. Doran is dead. The light is dead. And now PLG is running them over again. This Zeri is so goddamn useless. Why did you pick it? That Ash from Elk. I don't know about the damage he can pull through, but the arrows are absolutely insane. He hit so many enchanted crystal arrows, making so many peaks, burning summoners left and right. And even the Nocturnal, this does not make matter. Okay, guys, don't call me out again like this. I swear tomorrow T1 is gonna win. I'm gonna wear T1 jersey tomorrow. I'm sure they are gonna win tomorrow. Knight. 9 is turning on Zika, but he does not have damage to kill Zika. The question is, can they really can he buy time? No, he's just dead. And what can Hanwha really do out of it? Can they push for top tower? Can they get mid tier 1? Can they push out bot? Bot is already pushed out. Peanut's the one with the kill here.
They need to try and deny this 1-3-1 setup.
Erk has no flash. Erk is dead, guys. This is massive for Hanwha. And right now, wait, but Jun is going in and they are flashing in, and Jun is actually doing enough damage to kill Viper by himself pretty much. And now Bin is tipping on the flank. Bin is mega, and I think Zeka has flash, but he's not gonna flash. No.
And he's just clobbered on the head. That is going to be HLE having to back out of that one.
You killed the Ash.
Good start to the fight.
You all forgot about Bin, the TP in.
You know, the problem is that Ash is not the main carry of this team. Yes, sure, Zeri can be the main carry. Ash is not the main carry. Ash is there to hit arrow. If she hits arrow, that's her job. If she can press right click, that's only a bonus. You care about Sylas, you care about Wukong and Nar. Sylas, Wukong, Naur. Sylas, Wukong, Naur, and Rakan, these 4 can win team fights by themselves. The reason why this fight looks good is because you open up on the Ash and you kill the Ash, but then Wukong gets a really insane flank on Viper, or it's not even a flank, he just goes in on him. On follows it up with a flash in, charms Viper. Viper flashes out, but it's not enough because Wukong follows it with a flash as well. And then Viper just dies. If Viper is dead, there is not enough damage to kill Wukong. The only champion that can kill Wukong this game is the Jax and the Zeri. If Jax and Zeri are not participating in the fight, Wukong is never gonna die. And this Wukong is so fat. Guys, I really believe that Wukong pick was so massive. I think Jun is not getting enough credit for this game. I actually believe Jun is carrying this game. I think the unsung hero of this game so far is Jun. Really, the Wukong pick was just so massive. Wukong is great against every single one of enemy champions. There's not a single champion as good against Wukong here. And you don't even lose early game because Nocturne is also not gonna do anything. Peanut is getting chunked now as well. The light is getting chunked. Oh, this is looking so bad. Oh, this is looking so bad. Okay, big chunk on Jun. But wait, Zeka ulted. And they're looking for Ben.
Now that Nabar is looking brilliant. Spirit Rush still comes down, but he's hit by the Arrow Knight. Gonna lock that one down. Delight cannot do anything about it. And they lose two. They'll lose the Drake at the same time. HLE are flailing.
Even more control by BLG. Another Ash Arrow by Elk. They are far ahead here.
It's over.
And Atlas,
It's over.
this is also,
Why do the teams that I support always lose? Why are they always bad? What can you do here, dude? What can you do? Peanut, please steal it. Peanut, please. Peanut, please show the form you had always. Viper is actually doing decent damage to them right now. He's trying to bounce his autos. Look at Viper. Look at Viper. It's baiting them in. Doran flashes out. It's not that bad. I think they cancelled it. And I think that's actually is gonna be a mid tower for Hanwha. Not that bad. Yeah, they did get mid tower for it. The light is the one securing it, but it doesn't matter. I think they really need Viper on 4 items. If they can actually get to Viper 4 items, they can win. But they really need 4 items on Viper. Ah, finally an arrow misses. It doesn't even miss. It forces a spell shield. I feel like if Jun tanks everything like this, I would really like them to try to kill him. Because he had Sterak, sure, so he's not easy to kill. But remember that Wukong without his passive loses like what, 50, 60, 70 armor right now. If he stacks his passive, this is where he gets armor from. So if you can open up on the Wukong, Wukong is actually a great champion to engage on. If he cannot get his ult out, he might just die one shot. And you have Rel Q to destroy his Sterak. So I feel like engaging on Wukong is actually really good. Killing Wukong is great. Wukong does so much damage in these fights too. And I think killing Wukong is more likely than killing the Nara at this point. As Jankos confidently declared, this team will win for my pick'ems. The universe seemed to conspire against them, unveiling their hopes with every misstep, proving once again that his predictions carry the ultimate jinx at Worlds 2025. Bro, should I just support the teams that I don't like? So what's gonna happen now is BLG Knight push top lane. He's gonna TP to this fight. The good thing is that Ben just lost his Mega, so he needs to stack another Mega Nar before the fight. But I feel like mid fight is so difficult to get because look, Elk is level 16 now, has that Infinity Edge on getting chunked a bit. I don't like Zika being on mid waves. I would prefer Zika trying to chunk people as they walk in, and Zika missed that charm, which is huge. Oh my god, Zika, no, he has no ult. This fight is lost already.
We are ready for a fight, and they are once again.
Zeka has no ult.
Zeka lost ult there for basically nothing.
Wait, they got Ben! They got Ben! Can they kill him?
They dive onto where the money is, but that hop was gorgeous from Ben.
They use everything, every ult, and they didn't kill him. It's so lost. Ben is gonna base and TP, it's just lost. Please get the Drake before he bases. Please, guys, you have to make the Drake. Please, Peanut, smite it. Please, 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 please. No, 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 no. We are getting flanked. Yes, Viper gets it. And sure, Doran is gonna die, but maybe. Well, that's one kill for Knight. And Knight is gonna clean up, won't he? Look, Bean is back here. If Peanut dies, that's another Nashor. There's a TP from Zeka to try to run away or help his team. Peanut actually pretty good sidesteps, but still dies. Zeka missed every charm. Viper picked Zeri. Doran is getting shit on by Bin. Peanut is trying to carry, but he has bot teammates. And the light got hit by Arrow. That kinda opened up the game because bot lane Arrow was so important, because that bot lane skirmish was so important. And Silas, by the way, is gonna be 8-0 after this game. Bro, why did Caps not play more Silas? The only game Caps play Silas, they won. And Silas seems so broken at these worlds. Knight didn't take Zeri ult yet this game. I wonder why. I feel like Zeri ult actually has pretty good burst damage. But I guess Ari ult is just... You know, especially if we get resets, it's so nice to have, right? The towers are slowly getting sieged. But it's not that bad. So far they are holding on. 1 minute 20. I feel like Ben should just go bot and Knight should just go mid. Okay, decent chunk on Zune there. This Sun is very tanky. But he's quite killable if he's ever out of position, right? I mean, at this point, everybody has so much damage. Viper bought Vampiric Scepter, but he's actually going towards Mortal Reminder. Hey, Jankos, there's a streamer that I'm watching. He said Hanma will win this. Ezzy. Is he delusional?
And this is what they look like domestically.
Not only your name is Jankos Godrig and Roll, but you also say that to me? Wait, which ult was that, by the way? I think it was Knight's ult. I'm pretty sure that was Knight's ult and not Zeka's ult. I mean, Knight's ult and not Peanut's ult. Wait, they caught him! They caught Elk! That's it! That's it, boys! That's it! That's it! The word from Delight! A delightful word! Shit, the problem is, I mean, look at the items though. I don't know, it's still so hard. No, Peanut's getting caught. No, Peanut's not getting caught. Peanut's actually protecting Doran. Wait, Peanut. Peanut's just dead. Oh my god, okay, on. Okay, Peanut's actually baiting them. Peanut's baiting them in. They are so deep in. They are so deep in. Look at Viper. Viper is actually doing damage. Viper! Viper!
Viper will just get smacked down in the team by Knight. Will be able to get another spare rush as Doran doing his best to try and play 1 versus 3, but it's not going to be enough. Or at least he's going to buy a little bit of space, but then the chain's going to catch him. And 3 left for BLG. That's going to be an ace, and they might be able to just walk down the bottom lane.
Bro, they couldn't peel him better. No one could help him harder. I feel like if Viper could live for like another 3 seconds, this fight was so on. Because he already killed Bin, and Bin got GA popped. Is this GG? I think it's GG now. Viper that 2k damage. No, Viper like almost carried that fight. Chat, stop making fun of me! Oh my god, they will kill Peanut again. Wait, no, I need to watch this fight again. Can they? I think maybe Viper flash like troll. I think this is not good TP from Doran, but I think the reason why Hanwha TP's bot lane here is because Hanwha decides we need to go through bot lane because we cannot go through mid lane. So this is why Doran TP's bot. Peanut is here to save him, right? Peanut is here to make sure that they see him. I don't like Peanut. Peanut going aggressive on Knight is really troll. I don't understand why he's doing that. I mean, Sylas has 4 items, meanwhile Peanut has no items. I don't understand why is Peanut walking up. And boom, Peanut gets half HP and Sterak popped. This is already really bad. By the way, look at Zeka. A really great sidestep. Really great sidestep. Really great sidestep from Zeka. And now this fight is not that bad because you see Peanut jukes the Z. And juking the Z is crucial. Because juking the Z means enemy team is baited in. And Wukong is actually not here. And Ash is actually not here. And the charm hits on Bin. And Viper is in and uses ult. And look, Bin actually gets one shot. I don't know, man. Sylas with Ari ult has so much mobility. You just get like melee range to Viper so quickly. I don't know, like I feel like Knight is playing it so well. And they're actually trying to help Viper, but it's really difficult. I feel like Doran should flash in on Knight now. Bro, it's so close. If he doesn't die right now. If he doesn't get hit by that Wukong ult. Now Knight is gonna flash and kill him, right? It's actually Zun who kills him. Like Doran could carry this fight. If Viper doesn't die and is still queuing right now, the fight is over. Look at the damage, guys. Viper did 7,000 damage this fight. Ari did 5,000 damage this fight. And Peanut did 500 damage this fight. Same as RL. Knight did 7,000 damage this fight. I feel like Doran should flash on Knight this fight, but he couldn't because Knight stopwatched. Like if Doran can flash right now on Knight, or maybe Doran should flash on Wukong. I feel like Doran flashing on Wukong is actually good this fight. Don't you guys think so? I think Doran needs to stun Wukong no matter what. And he's trying to, by the way, but his E runs out. Bro, Doran is such an NPC, what the fuck? If he stuns Wukong right now, this fight is won. If Doran actually jumps in on Wukong, stuns him and ults, it's over. No, he didn't. Wait, he did? Actually, he did. Wait, actually, I'm trolling, guys. He did stun the Wukong. Yeah, he did stun the Wukong. Yeah, you guys are right. I'm the NPC. I'm sorry. Either way, I would like him to just jump on the Wukong and keep DPSing him. I don't know, man. Just flash in or something, like... Ah, shit, bro. He got peeled. I don't know. Maybe he should just kill Knight instead, but Knight has flash. It's just if Viper doesn't die, you win the game. I mean, honestly, this is a bit Peanut's fault, but it didn't look bad. If the fight starts like that, but Peanut is playing a tank champ, it would be way more winnable. But when you are playing Nocturne and you are the one getting engaged on, it really becomes complicated to win a fight like this. Okay, so we have a Sylas first pick, and Sylas is currently 8-0. We have a Sejuani, Yona, Aurora ban. On the other side, there's a Skarner, Ash Kalista. Jax is open. But Jax did not carry the previous game. Instead, the Gnar looked very good. And I don't even know if Bin wants to pick the Jack or if Bin's gonna end up playing the Gnar. Wow, Giga Bin on Jax! I'm ready, Bin. Bin, I'm ready! I hope this is not what Hanwha is thinking to themselves right now, giving this champion to Bin. And yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense that they do end up picking the Gnar. I think Poppy is a flex pick. It is not necessarily going to be the jungler, but Peanut had a great Poppy game, and this is the only game they won so far. Xayah! If you pick Xayah here, you ban Ezreal, no matter what. You absolutely must ban Ezreal if you pick Xayah here. And then there is no counter to Xayah. Anything they can pick is gonna be fine for Xayah. They choose Kai'Sa instead. Hey, that means that if they pick Kai'Sa like this, there is a chance that BLG is gonna pick AD mid laner. What AD mid laners can be mid lane against Sylas? They could pick Jace. It could be like Jace Brand. I think Jace Brand would go hard. Could also be Yasuo. Could also be even a Renekton mid lane. Renekton's still open. I don't think it's gonna be Corki. I think that's the least. I think whoever said Corki is you know, living in the past. Tristana though, yeah, Tristana is a good one as well. Tristana could technically be played here. You don't really care about vibe because you can always put Poppy in the jungle. You don't want to lose hope in your teammates during a series. That's not a good way to approach it. Would Doran do better on Cassante? Probably. But do you want to be like, oh Doran, you suck, you have to pick Cassante? No. The air is so cold in Poland lately. It's like such a nice air. It's so fresh, it's so cold. So cold, but like it smells like winter. This guy's insane on this champion. I'm gonna bring out the stats. Holy, they're cooking. Look at this. His Kindred is 4-0 in LPL this year. Look at all his win rate. Kindred 31 games, 68% win rate. He's one of the best Kindreds in the world. This is LPL Kindred. And the LPL Kindred is gonna play against a Korean Poppy. Galio? I wanna go and kiss Zun and Knight on the forehead. These picks are so good and they are cooking so hard in 4-5. And I love them. And I absolutely love them. And this is why you go to 4-5 with mid jungle, okay? This is why, chat. This is why. This is why you go 4-5!
Because I think the Sylas can still have a strong laning phase against the Galio.
Because last game Hanwha didn't get the lane swap, right? But if you can lane swap, for example, Jax Gnar, then Jax is so much happier because Gnar is so much easier to dive. Unless Gnar is mega, then it's like around the same. But Jax is still really tanky early, plus has E. Galio is busted. I think Galio is actually pretty strong on this patch, I agree. You saw BB play it. And Knight is even leashing for his jungler, man. Knight is the perfect mid laner, the best mid laner. Wait, Rakan is coming bot lane.
Swaps though. Bin's still level 1. They might be able to get this
Pelpe is really great at diving, but she would need to get him on the tower. Bin is already level 2 here. The thing is that Bin is now low, and now Poppy is just gonna... Oh, beautiful. Wait, but Peanut is losing so much HP, and now Dela is...
This is gonna be too much. Viper taking up the turret, and the turret is getting real angry. Bin just getting experience.
Peanut went too quickly. There was no reason to E-flash on Bin because no one could follow. No one could follow it. Good stun. I mean, Bin is gonna die, but the thing is that Bin has TP. Oh my god, man. Everybody is so low, but no one died. Holy. Man, that was like a 2-minute dive. Or 1-minute dive. Wait. Onju's flash to cancel Doran base. As you can see, Zune went mid lane to get mid priority. That's the reason that Galio can go into the river. Zune is going very aggressive because he has Knight behind him. And Peanut has no flash yet. And Knight actually plays this perfectly. But Zeka is here with the ult that he stole from Knight. The Light Viper are joining in, but Peanut is way too low. He needs to base. And now Juni will be the one securing the grabbies. I'm not sure if they'll be all of them. Depends. If the whole BLG hits, then they can get all of them. Knight played it very well. There was still not enough damage to kill Peanut, which is quite lucky for Peanut. If Sylas steals Kindred ult, that's actually worse. Galio ult is what saved Peanut. Galio ult is actually what saved Peanut there. I mean, by the way, like, Hanwha is holding their own, and I think Hanwha scales decently well. This Kindred is so powerful in early skirmishes. Okay, guys, I think the Kindred is actually not that happy in this game. You know why? Because he has 0 stacks. Look at the stacks, guys. Kindred has currently 0 stacks on her mark. And Kindred is an AD carry, but Kindred gets outscaled by every AD carry in the game. Why does Kindred get outscaled by every AD carry in the game? The reason why is because she's a jungler. And jungle role gets less gold and less XP than AD or mid or top. So Kindred actually wants to be proactive and get kills. If Kindred doesn't get kills, she's gonna be weaker and weaker. As you can see so far, June is doing well in the game and has a lead over Peanut when it comes to gold. But look at Viper. Viper already has brought Trister. And Elk has a static shift. Meanwhile, Zune is maybe barely sitting at Kraken, not even yet there.
Problems in games 2 and 3 was Bin pulling ahead of Doran. Hasn't happened as of yet. Viper also
no smite for Peanut.
He's been shut down in the last 2 games. And of course, Zeka is just on Sylas.
What? Wait, we are looking. The light?
Level 8, so does have
I mean, as you can see, Knight has no damage at this point, right? Look at Knight's build. Knight is very tanky, but he doesn't really have that much damage. And this is why you can really see... Bro, Ben is just casually sidestepping Doran W's and being 11 CS ahead. I mean, the Light couldn't flash in there, okay? So Zeka just went in and chunked them. And Zune doesn't have damage yet. Zune needs this one item that he doesn't have. Now Zune has boots and now Zune has Kraken Slayer. So now the Kindred can actually do damage. But for how long will he do damage? I am pretty sure that both AD carries will hit second item before Kindred. Unless Kindred gets insane amount of kills. Wait. Wait. Oh! Peanut! But I don't know how good was that ult, because I feel like at this point you actually try to kill the Rakan, no? And that's the first tower for Hanwha. Oh my god, they're teaming from behind and that's Galio TP, and they don't see him. Viper is dead. Viper is dead. Viper is so dead here. The Light is alive though, and the kill goes to Elk. And you know why the kill goes to Elk and not to June? Because AD carry is more useful role than Kindred. But that will be the first mark for Zune. At 13 minutes, guys. But you need 4 stacks on Kindred to be strong. You need 4 stacks. He needs 3 more. And he got 1 in 13 minutes, 14 minutes.
3 more until it matters.
Why he didn't mark Misfortune? There was no time. They changed it. Okay, you know what, chat? Maybe it can in Emerald, okay? But I didn't play there, so maybe it's different. Zeka this time, for example, stole Rakan so he can get out. I actually don't know now. Because I felt like the mark could always spawn at Raptors or Grump from 0 to 4. And then when it's 4, it cannot anymore. Wait, they're actually going on Zune and this is the best target ever and he's instantly dead. And June is still sitting at 1 stack only. I feel like Hanwha should really try to get this tower, no? Or maybe they can't. 130 to Drake. If they are not getting this tower, then Zeka will push out top 2 waves and then they will group for this Drake.
I think
It's Shun, not Jun. Okay, Shun.
Coming up in a few minutes' time, wanted to make sure that at a pre-dragon fight, he would have that ultimate available. But it's
I'm pretty sure you are right, Jankos. If enemy takes first scuttle mark, it can spawn on Gromp and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right as well. But the chat wants me to be wrong because they are trying to expose me. But you cannot expose me when I'm smarter. I played this game for 10 years. Do you think there's anything that I don't know? Well, I don't know how to make it to Worlds. But I do know how the game works. The Kindred can still do some damage though in the fight. And the Drake is going extremely fast, extremely down. If Knight gets ulted by Poppy, it doesn't matter much. Look at Bin, Bin has a good flank. They flash in and Peanut steals it! Peanut steals it, but Jun is alive, Shun is alive. Shun is still alive. Oh my god, no, they got Viper. And I don't know if Zeka has enough damage. Okay, he misses, but he gets one kill. Wait, Zeka can maybe still carry this fight, but you need to kill the Jax, not the Galio. Doran will be out. And that's triple kill for Kai'Sa. Bin cooked hard on the backline. Bro, Peanut steals it, which is crazy, but he uses W for that. Oh my god, man. If Poppy ults Jax, this fight was so free. If Poppy would just ult, damn, that's unlucky. Ah, if Poppy could just ult. The Jax flashed in and queued in. Bin dodged it. Okay, I mean, his ult was pretty... Wait.
They're flipping it.
They're just doing
Bro, Hanwha did the same thing against G2 and they lost the game. Hanwha did the same thing against G2 and they lost the game. Hanwha did the same thing against G2 and they lost the game. Hanwha did the same thing against G2 and they lost the game. Hanwha did the same thing against G2 and they lost the game. Hanwha did the same thing.
That's going to be the question. They break the blast cone. Has now been going to take the long way around. Does not have flash up and available. This should just be a 50-50. Is on going to get thrown away by that big Gnar. The taunt going to come down, lands only onto one as they get into the back line. The charm is beautiful here from Zeka.
We got that!
This time will not be interrupted. And there goes the Galio. 4 versus 3 though now, as you can see, Peanut is down incredibly low. 3k health on the Baron and Shun.
What the fuck?
Back into
What's going on?
Viper still so incredible.
Oh my god, the Lamster is the spide or something like that. Oh, Shun is dead. Nash, 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 Nash. Yeah! Woo! Let's fucking get it! Let's get it, boys! That's how you do it! That's how you play the game! Do you hear me? That's how you play the game! That's crazy!
The chips were down. This looked dicey. Doran has to jump away. He's already used the ult. Delight by so much space.
Bro! They actually got the Galio and they got to kill him before he could really, you know, get out with his ultimate. And then that is so important that the Kindred ult lands, but the Kindred ult also makes Sylas unkillable. And Viper is untouched so far back. That looks so good for them now, and all you have to do is kill Jun with no flash, which he dies to Viper, and then they just kite them. Doran actually doing a good job this fight, killing Elk in the backline. Scale's so slow. Can someone spot Bin, please? I would feel much better if we can make sure Bin can flank us. Doran is running out of Mega. You have to go, you have to go, you have to go. Ah, Shun got it! Bin has a flank! Guys, B! Okay, double Galio ult. Oh my god, I don't even know who won that. I guess we are winning. Yeah, we are winning, guys. No, Viper is dead! No! No! Doran is dead too.
Knight gonna get slowed down as Doran is in so much trouble. That's another bonk on the noggin, and Bin will be able to take him down. Now, Zek, I don't think this turret is that safe because these guys are incredibly talented.
Bro, how is this Sylas not doing any damage to the Galio? Can you just click him? He's dead. Wait! What? Oh my god, Zeka!
He goes golden. Shun is 1 auto from dead as they get the knockup.
Ah!
God, how is that so
Crucial.
Come on!
That can really be the
Come on!
that can
You guys can still do it. You just need a good Poppy ult.
championship.
Poppy ult is a complete game changer. One good ult by Peanut, my boy. Wait, Elk.
really, but oh, no, the heroic charge Elk is gonna get caught out, and with the steadfast presence, he can't do anything. But the heroic entrance.
Wait, this could be good.
Decent knock up, but
Can Elk even join this fight? Knight is dead already. Nash is up in 40 seconds. They will get Nash out of it minimum. Look, Peanut. Peanut, my goat.
The play, he
Peanut finds the peak. Peanut hides behind enemy team like a rat.
I feel like we came back
A
from
Poppy. Or rather a Twitch in Poppy's disguise.
But these are the same traps Humwa set for FlyQuest. The same traps that are catching BLG. And just when it looks like BLG had got their footing, it's Humwa fighting back.
Nah, the Galio has TP but no ult for this Drake.
How much more can
But
BLG
Poppy has no ult.
have the cooldowns for
I don't
this?
think, yeah, I don't think the good doing Nash is good. I mean, Kaisa has no flash. Oh my god, you just threw away Doran. I know he's like not that useful, but guys.
just get this Baron uncontested.
Well, we'll see what they can actually
Oh my god, he's Ben is tipping, Giga Ben is tipping, Giga Ben is tipping.
is going to miss.
Guys, you need to do it quickly. You need to do it like finish it, no?
He's going to charge up that Navarre speed.
Wait, Ben is trolling, Ben is. Wait, no, he's not.
He's now Zeka
Doran?
with the
Ben is dead!
hit that Mega Knight.
Ben is dead, Doran!
First, one
Finish Nash, finish Nash, finish Nash! Doran, what are you doing? Why are you taking so much free damage?
I mean, they
Dragon 55, you cannot give soul. Base go bot.
TP back in as well.
Base go bot.
Opportunity. The 80 carries just
Why are you starting Nash again?
in the meantime, that's why we're zooming out so incredibly
Bro, Zun got a mark. It's his 5th mark. He actually has marks now. Killnet is useful. Poppy has ult soon, by the way. Poppy has ult soon, but there's Dragon 35. If you die now, you give up soul.
The light is going to be okay for the moment. Decent
Kill Rakan. No, kill Rakan. You can kill Rakan.
heroic charge
Wait.
to the wall. Knight going to take down Delight. They trade these supports. Is by
Doran?
Baron pit
Doran?
full channel, and Knight is buying so much time. Elk is also so incredibly strong.
Doran! Wait. Zeka ult.
Keep them alive.
Oh my god, Viper!
This time,
No, Elk!
can he-
Elk!
and is he going to find the chain? He's going to miss the GA come.
No! Kill him, please, Zeka. No! What?
the double 80 carries never really left world.
Why is the AD carry such a broken roll? Zeka just missed an E on a stopwatch target.
Square one.
What is this cinema? What is this game? What is going on?
just does not care. He hits the Baron once again. There's so many insane.
Bro, look at Elk this whole fight.
Turn it first. Both supports.
They
drop,
kill
but
on.
then-
And Misfortune ult looks good, but it hits only Galio. Galio is too tanky.
Elk's ult, which saves Viper.
I don't even know how Zeka lives.
Come up in a second. This is the thing you need to see. That Poppy W stops the Kaisa from executing
Oh
Viper
my
right at the
God.
end there. And then
Bro,
Elk
Galio E
silenced
cancels
Viper.
CC.
Zeka
I don't know what was
silenced
that.
At the end to make
Twice.
sure it's a trade. Sidesteps that E,
Bro, look at Elk.
and he almost gets all of them.
The stopwatch on Peanut's ultimate. The sidestep
God.
from Zeka's chains. And
Bro,
he's
Elk.
barely able to get
Elk is so good.
Soul point.
Poppy has no ult, Poppy has no ult, Poppy has no ult, Poppy has no ult.
And BLG, everyone.
Don't let Ben. Ah, On is going in, but he fucked up. He's dead. What? He's dead. Now Knight is way too deep. Wait, Knight is. No! Viper! Bill Viper! No! Kill Elk. Yes, Elk is dead. Wait, but June is actually doing damage now. Go on, June. You can still win this fight. Peanut run away. No, Peanut run the fuck away! Ah, no, it's lost.
To carry this one through is Delight running the wrong.
I don't think Zeka can carry this.
Zeka against the world. As Delight is trying to canter his way out of this one, and he might be able to get that flash off to escape. As the rest of BLG
Wait.
He's trying to buy time.
chasing
Zeka,
him down.
Zeka.
That's going to be it. The dance of arrows comes
No.
through. And there's nothing that Zeka's going to be able to do about it. This should be Mountain Soul for BLG and maybe a game-breaking win
It might
in this game.
It might just be the win. I don't see with how close these fights have been how you can.
Bro, it's over. Like, Mountain Soul is so broken. But the start looks so good, but what is Doran doing? If Doran jumps on the Viper, like you need to understand, Viper is the carry, you cannot just leave Viper. What the fuck was Doran doing this fight? If Doran stays with Viper, they can actually win this fight.
They get to turn over.
Doran trolled this fight so badly.
It really has been.
Chamber is one.
Like, On goes in so deep, like look at Doran. On goes in so deep, he doesn't get anybody. This fight looks really good. And now they need to stay with Viper. Stay with Viper. Night flashes in. Look at Doran. Doran is flashing on the Kindred, but Elk gets to free hit Viper. If Doran is just with Viper.
Turned it. Bin also now level 17 jacks, 3.5 items, really just able to free hit throughout this fight. And there's too many things flying at Viper for Viper to stay alive.
Yeah, and it's shown again, like dodging away from Zeka on the chains, having that black cleaver.
Damn, Doran, man. Oh. Wait. Jun did 5,006 kind of damage?
There's a lot more red members on that top half of the map, so he will.
Okay, Tank Galio 4,400. Does anything that's wrong? Guys, look at this Galio build. Where is the AP item? How is that legal? How is that legal? How is Galio doing over 4,000 damage building tank? I mean, he has 2 AP items. 2 AP items! Exactly! 2! And they are not even full AP. They are Zonia and Riftmaker. What do you mean he has 2 AP items?
A massively clean
Riftmaker doesn't count.
So much that can buy time. Galio, Kindred.
Wait. Bro, they don't do anything to this guy. Is Galio actually OP? I feel like Galio is actually OP right now. Oh my god, Bin is just opening our asses. Ah, no, Hanwha.
To absorb the counter-strike, but look at this, it's just all of the structures falling one after the other. Inhibitor 1 will go down, Inhibitor 2 soon to follow. And BLG,
oh my god, it's so lost. But not my team, not Hanwha. Not Hanwha.
Dotting these I's and crossing these T's shouldn't be too much of a problem.
I'm wiping these brows when this is all done, my word.
Oh my goodness.
They must be stressed as nice. Focused once more.
Yeah, Bin looking for that wraparound as well, on wanting that flank angle. See whether he can get in there, as Shun, you can see. Wanting to try and find an avenue in. More Void Seekers going to be connecting here from Elk. They are really starting to hurt. Knight going to finish off this Inhibitor because we know he can just heroic entrance to try and find more. HLE, you have to fight now if you want to try and keep your world's dreams alive. This is it. It is do or die, and BLG,
it's over.
They can sense a rematch with Weibo.
It's just over.
Decent interruption there as Bin can't come on through.
MF Ult is tickling them.
But Zeka kind of whiffs the heroic entrance, and BLG just stand back. They play patient, and they remove the last Inhibitor, and they're now looking for Nexus turrets. So many buttons now on cooldown for Humble Life Esports. I think they've run out. BLG have the TP though. Bin
Bro, BLG is just gonna base. They are not even gonna take the risk. They will just base and then end the game after.
Very many marks early on. He has 7 at this point.
I don't know why is it lagging. Can you stop lagging, please? My team is already losing. Can you at least stop lagging?
Between BLG and another date with Weibo.
Stop lagging!
And they're pretty good at those. They're now gonna die.
What the fuck? I'm just gonna go back once.
One Nexus turret stands in the way.
Trying to walk it in.
Between BLG and another date with Weibo in a best of 5, and they're pretty good at those. They're now going to dive in, looking to finish this one off. Already the turret is going to be taken down. Peanut finds a decent ultimate. Yeah, that's just the Nexus rush. That BLG. They'll take down LCK's first seed and move to semifinals.
But you know, the top gap in this series was so insane. Giga Bin was outperforming so hard. At least Gen G is playing FlyQuest. I mean, at least Gen G can't lose. At least Gen G is gonna win.